Welcome back to the Aimmee Kodachian and the Experts Show, where we bring some of the top experts in the world to help you transform your business and personal life. My name is Aimmee Kodachian, not Kardashian.
And I am your co-host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm a classically trained singer-songwriter. Well, happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Yes.
This is a special episode because our top expert that we have on the show today is Aimmee Kodachian. Yay! And we've been talking about self-confidence, and she's been giving us a lot of great steps. This is the second segment of 4 segments. And Aimmee, so I was wondering, what are some other steps? Because you mentioned in the first segment that you need to get out of your own way. So what else can you do to get out of your own way?
Well, one thing that for sure you can do, and it's easy done, is get quiet. Get time for yourself, maybe through meditation. Okay. Sometimes what I do is so probably funny to some people. I go to my closet because it's so quiet. I just close the door. I just calm down and just allow myself to connect with me, with my guidance, with my intuition, with everything I've been given, which we all have given something.
Yes.
And I quiet my brain. At that time, there is no judgment. So when there is no judgment, it helps you to lift your spirit up. And every time your spirit is up, your self-confidence is up. Every time your spirit is down, which is a lot of people do that throughout your life, either somebody jealous or somebody they don't understand, and not necessarily in a negative way. Some people, they don't understand what you're doing, so they look at you like you don't know what you're talking about, because they don't understand it. It's not because they want to put you down, and that affects, because all of us want the other person to understand where we're coming from,
of course, and we want to feel accepted always. And when we don't feel accepted, then it's like,
especially from family, when you have a family that they love you, they love you, but then they have a question mark. We don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's doing it right. You could feel their love. It's fading away because they're worried about you, and then your spirit goes down. So when my spirit goes down like this, for any other reason, either with loved ones, they look at me this way, or somebody else, they're looking at me, she doesn't know what she's talking about. It's okay. It's just, you don't want to judge them, and you don't want to judge yourself. As long as you can understand what you're doing, that's all that matters. So when you put that in the front, and you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you understand what you're doing, even if you don't understand it completely, but you feel it, this is the direction I need to take. Then you lift your spirit. So you need to be careful with your spirit going down. That is, it takes your self-confidence, self-esteem. And that's why I said it's a battle. It's an ongoing battle, because we are growing every day. I learn every day something, and we're growing ourselves, our minds. We understand things differently. Some things 10 years ago I didn't understand like I understand it now. So as we grow, we're very sensitive in the spirit to go down. So getting quiet and not judging yourself is very important, and allow the other person to think whatever they need to think, as long as you know yourself. So that's very important.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so what else can we share? I could share about, we all have weaknesses. Right? There is no one human being that I met so far that they don't have some type of weaknesses, and they have a strength. So what I noticed happened to me when I focus on my weaknesses, I don't get things done.
That makes
And
sense.
I'm sure you could relate to that.
Absolutely.
When you focus on your weaknesses, now so many people, they do it the opposite way. And I tried the opposite way. Didn't work. So I had to find my way. And this is what I did.
Okay.
I recognize my weaknesses.
Okay.
I accept them.
Okay.
And I admit that this is my weaknesses. And I'm okay with it then. So therefore, it doesn't scare me anymore. It's not going to put my spirit down anymore. I have 4th grade education. I used to hide it before.
Yeah.
And when I hide that, seems like it's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have only
Yeah.
4th grade education. So what I'm doing, I'm shutting down my gift with my weaknesses. So I'm shutting down my strength and my weaknesses together.
Right.
I'm combine them together. I combine them together.
Right.
So therefore, when you recognize, accept, and admit, what happened is that you are open because you're accepting it, and now there is nothing to hide from
Right.
anymore.
Right.
And therefore, you open the whole universe that you have and say, okay, this is my gift now. I can appreciate my gift.
Right. Right.
Now, work on your weaknesses. It's okay
Right.
to work on your weaknesses.
Sure,
I
sure.
work on my English, I work on my writing, I work on improving my weaknesses,
Yes.
but I don't focus on it. That's the difference. I'm not saying don't improve your weaknesses,
Right.
but if you rely on your weaknesses to become your strength, it's not going to happen because you've been given that weaknesses for a reason. And you can use your weaknesses as your strength if you allow it to be.
Sure.
As I learn how to read and write better, I get my self-confidence better, but it doesn't matter to
Right.
me. That's not my strength.
Right.
I could sit here, talk to you, I could develop, I could write, basically direct. I wrote a book.
Right. You did.
Yeah, I use technology and then an editor, wonderful editor. The first book I did with the ghostwriter.
Right.
But I didn't allow my weaknesses to guide me.
Right. Well, if you had sat there and focused on the fact that you only have a 4th grade education, you can't read and write very well, you have severe dyslexia, you never would have written a word.
I wouldn't be here today.
You wouldn't be here today. Yeah.
Yes. And not only that, Stephanie, if I just focused on that, what happened is not only I couldn't I couldn't live my purpose.
No, and so many people would be missing out on your
what the
wisdom and
gift that
insights
you
and the
have.
gifts that you have to share.
Absolutely. And that's why if you have weaknesses, be okay with it. Recognize it, admit it, and be okay with it. Work on to improve it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do not improve it,
Yeah.
but it's not your strength. It's not your strength. So what?
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a couple of steps that you could do.
Those are great steps. And when we come back, we're going to hear more from Aimmee about how she built up her self-confidence from 0 to where she is today, which is pretty powerful stuff. If you're watching live, you're great. If you're on akandtheexperts.com, check out the Academy and see what might be in store for you. We have a lot of wonderful experts who teach amazing things, how to build a business, how to build better relationships, how to start or market your business. And you can get 14 days free access in the Academy and check it out, and with no obligation to you, to see what might be in store for you. And when we come back, we're going to have more of Aimmee.
Yes, we'll
Very
be right
exciting.
back.